Imagine putting your mind next to Elon Musk's mind and giving both of you the exact same problem. Would his brain actually work differently from yours? The answer is more interesting than you might think. Musk has talked about one thinking technique that plays a major role in how he approaches problems. Instead of automatically accepting what everyone else believes, he tries to start with the most basic facts and work up from there. For example, imagine someone tells you a product costs $1,000 to make. Most people would probably accept that number and start asking, how can we make it cheaper? Musk's approach is more likely to be, wait a second, why does it cost $1,000 in the first place? What are the actual materials? How much should those materials cost? What are we really paying for? This way of thinking is known as first principles thinking, and your brain naturally does almost the opposite. It looks for patterns, shortcuts, and familiar solutions because that saves mental energy. If you've seen something work 100 times, there's no reason to completely rethink it every single time. That's actually useful in everyday life, but it can also make you accept assumptions without ever questioning them. Musk has repeatedly described breaking complicated problems down into their basic parts, and then building the solution back up from there. And this is where the comparison gets really interesting. You might look at a massive, complicated problem and immediately think, this is way too difficult. Musk's approach is more like, okay, let's break this into smaller problems and deal with them one at a time. That doesn't mean Elon Musk has some completely different kind of human brain. There's no secret billionaire setting hidden inside his head. The bigger difference may simply be how he chooses to use his mind. He also spends a huge amount of time learning across different fields, including physics, engineering, technology, and business. And rather than keeping all that knowledge in separate boxes, he often looks for connections between them. That can be incredibly powerful, because some of the best ideas come from taking something that works in one field and applying it somewhere completely different. So if you put your mind and Elon Musk's mind in front of the exact same impossible problem, the biggest difference might not be intelligence. It might be the questions you ask before you even start looking for the answer. Your mind might ask, how has this problem been solved before? Musk's approach might ask, what if the old solution is wrong? And sometimes, changing the question is enough to completely change the game.